Coming up on Mountain News this morning, the Floyd County Sheriff's Office is asking the public to help find a man accused of stealing a UTV. And folks in London have an opportunity to learn from first responders during a 10-week-long program.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. Happy Friday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here on this August 1st, and we are just about at 6:30 this morning, which means it is time for a check of our weather with meteorologist Megan Dusmal. It's hot, it's rainy. Megan, give us some good news, please.
Yeah, some good news is that rain will be clearing out and those temperatures will be much cooler than what we saw for the past week, as we only have the low 70s to look up to this afternoon. Let's talk about those fog chances this morning, as we do have a little bit of that low visibility heading into the more central portion and eastern side of our region. That'll clear out as that sun starts to warm up the ground, but we do have a little bit of that rain to deal with as you're heading out the door, especially in Letcher, Knott, and Magoffin counties. Again, that will move out of the region, starting to clear out as we head towards noon. Now, temperatures right now sitting in those upper 60s and low 70s this afternoon, significantly cooler than yesterday, upper 70s and low 80s. So not too bad of a day. We'll see the warmest part as we're going into that 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock hour. Again, upper 70s and low 80s. Amelia.
A Bath County man is facing charges after police launched an investigation about a reported sexual abuse case. Police responded to a call Wednesday for assistance from a home in Owensville. After witnesses identified Jonathan Anderson, police found him at a business within the city limits before interviewing him. From there, he admitted to sexually abusing a child. Anderson was taken to the Rowan County Detention Center. A Texas murder suspect was arrested in Montgomery County. Mount Sterling police helped the FBI to arrest 44-year-old Marco Martinez. He was wanted for a 2023 homicide in Dallas. Officers say he'd been staying at a home on Spencer Pike. He's being held in the Montgomery County Detention Center as he awaits extradition to Texas. A Laurel County man faces charges after he reportedly stole a vehicle and was found with a large amount of fentanyl. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino has the story.
On Wednesday, the Laurel County Sheriff's Department received a call from a woman who claimed she saw her reported stolen vehicle in a southern Laurel County parking lot.
We sent deputies that way. When we got down there, we actually stationed ourselves in the parking lot and watched for someone to come back out and get in the car. A man did come out. He got in the driver's seat.
Deputies then pulled over James Gregory, 42 of London, before confirming that the vehicle was stolen. According to deputies, Gregory told them that he bought the vehicle from someone for $500. Gregory was also wanted for an outstanding warrant. Upon investigation, deputies discovered scales, clear plastic baggies, pipes, and a large amount of fentanyl in his possession.
We're finding drugs almost on every stop that we make and on every complaint and every traffic safety checkpoint that we have. So we're actually making a dent right now in Laurel County.
Officials with the Laurel County Sheriff's Department say as they remove drug traffickers off the streets, they hope to see a decrease in traffic crashes, theft, and burglaries. In Laurel County, McKinley Calandrino, WYMT Mountain News.
James Gregory was taken to the Laurel County Detention Center and is charged with receiving stolen property and trafficking in a controlled substance. He also had an outstanding bench warrant in Whitley County. The Floyd County Sheriff's Office is asking the public to help find a man accused of stealing a UTV. Deputies say they received a call about a stolen side-by-side in the Wayland community and got footage from the homeowner of a man identified as Thomas Wade Price leaving their property on the side-by-side. Investigators say Price has 6 warrants for his arrest already, and they're using social media to ask the public for help.
Facebook page, that helps a lot. It gets the word out. It gets the community. We'll call our tip line or text the tip line, and we actually get a lot of investigations completed through social media and the help from the community.
Deputies say tips can be called into 911, the sheriff's office, or texted to the tip line at 606-477-TIPS. The new Laurel County Sheriff's Office will open Monday. It's located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in London. Until Monday, folks can call 606-878-7000 for non-emergency service. The sheriff says the new office has plenty of parking, and an open house and ribbon cutting ceremony will also be announced later on. Well, folks in London now have an opportunity to learn from first responders. The London Police Department has started the Citizens Academy. This program is 10 weeks long and is on Thursdays at 6 o'clock at the department. Public Affairs Officer Hobie Doherty says the course is very hands-on and gives those interested some insight into an officer's day-to-day job.
We cover different topics such as use of force, canines, investigations. We even have traffic stops and DUI simulations that we put the participants through, and there's even a driving course that they kind of see how it feels to operate a police cruiser in a safe setting.
Doherty says they've added CPR and Stop the Bleed to their program. He says you never know when an emergency will happen, and being prepared could save a life. The Housing Development Alliance assists flood survivors, but their work doesn't stop there. HDA Executive Director Scott McReynolds says they have a goal to serve low-income and working families throughout the mountains. McReynolds says along with high-ground housing communities in Breathitt, Letcher, Knott, Perry, and Floyd counties, there also will be a new site popping up.
We actually have a little subdivision we're developing in Leslie County, which is really exciting because it's the first subdivision in Leslie County in a number of years.
HDA is continuing their Hope Building program too, working with folks in addiction recovery as they build homes at the development sites. Well, Governor Andy Beshear says one county was denied public assistance in relation to the severe weather that affected parts of Kentucky in May. In a letter, FEMA says they determined that infrastructure in Leslie County was not impacted enough to warrant their designation under the public assistance program. In a statement, Governor Beshear says he is disappointed in the decision and his administration plans to appeal it. Officials in Perry County are encouraging you to get out into the community. The Perry County Fiscal Court has planned the summer games. Folks of all ages are invited to come out and play or even just watch. Judge Executive Scott Alexander says the events have been a big hit.
It's not a competition. It's just an evening to where you can come out and plug yourself in if you want to learn something new. Pickleball's really taken off, and I've seen people from multiple counties down at the tennis courts / pickleball courts, and so those activities are taking off.
Alexander says pickleball has been very popular, and they offer other games like putt-putt, wiffle ball, and kickball. Well, the Kaywood Ledford Boys and Girls Club has a special event coming up. On August 4th, the club will be giving away 50 laptops and back-to-school backpacks to kids in the area. Chief Executive Officer of the club, Katina Haynes, says the club would not be able to do this without the help and support from AT&T and Taco Bell. Haynes says this will positively impact young people in the area.
We still have families who have needs that are so great, and I'm so happy that the Boys and Girls Club is here to be able to fulfill those needs and give a level playing ground to the kids of Appalachia, because you know I have friends who live in bigger cities and their kids get to do things that are just unheard of here.
And that event is happening Monday afternoon from 1 until 3 at the Boys and Girls Club in Harlan County. Workers do ask that you RSVP. Well, it is summertime, and that means if you've been spending time outside, you've probably noticed all of those mosquitoes. And with all that heat we've experienced in recent weeks, like rain, it means that mosquitoes are out in full force. Eric Goff, founder of No Mosquitoes, says standing water attracts them, and that's where they lay their eggs.
Really need about a bottle cap full of water to breed. So a big thing I think people don't look at or they overlook is their gutters. If you haven't got those cleaned and they've got standing water in them, that's perfect.
Goff says keeping your lawn cut and your bushes trimmed can help with reducing the number of mosquitoes in your yard. And those mosquitoes can also be attracted to you too, including that carbon dioxide coming out of airwaves when you breathe. Well, with the new school year on the horizon, some students may start dealing with back-to-school blues and anxiety. Chelsea Parker, school counselor for Bowling Green Independent, has tips to keep emotions at bay this year. She knows going back into the classroom can be nerve-wracking for some kids. Not only can it be uncomfortable for students, but for parents too.
Give yourself grace in that transition time and know that life is going to look a lot busier with back to school and sports or after school activities and still having to maintain a job and maintain the household.
Parker also recommends getting your student prepared for school right now. That means earlier bedtimes and helping younger kids to be more independent with their morning and evening routines. Artificial intelligence is shaping almost every part of our lives, and now it's finding a place in classrooms. From chatbots that can write essays to programs that can grade assignments in seconds, AI is changing the way schools operate. But educators with Warren County schools say it's not a replacement for good teaching. It's a tool that comes with challenges of its own. State education leaders say AI in schools is still evolving, much like any emerging tech.
We're currently looking at ways that we can view our current standards while we're working on modernizing and revising those standards, especially in the realms of technology, library media, and in computer science.
Administrators with Warren County Public Schools say they've updated their acceptable use policy, which means AI and exceptions for its use across the school district. And we have told you about some of the schools starting back up again for their school year. And here are some more. Floyd County schools back in session August 13th. Owsley County School District starting their new year on August 7th. And Martin County getting their start on August 6th. We are working on that full list of dates. That'll be on our website, WYMT.com.
We are sitting in those upper 60s and low 70s as you're starting off your day, but the good news is as you head into those afternoon hours, we're only going to be reaching the upper 70s and low 80s, significantly cooler than the trend that was set during this week. Now we'll continue with those low 70s into the weekend, which will be a nice change. In terms of that rain, we are seeing some rain still being picked up on the live pinpoint Doppler radar in Letcher, Knott, and Magoffin County, and the surrounding counties just seeing a little bit more of that rain as well. And as we're going through the next couple hours, just as I mentioned, we're going to see some rain this morning. Temperatures in the low 70s. Then you head into the middle of the day, the rain will start to clear itself out. We're looking at the low 70s and mid to upper 70s for most of the region as we're heading into the evening hours. Amelia.
Well, thanks so much for joining us at 6:41. We've got more mountain news on the way. On this World Lung Cancer Day, a concerning trend of increasing rates among non-smokers. We've got the details.